Good morning, everybody. What's up? Jeremy from the Independence Channel. Welcome to another episode of Real Truth. I want to make this a quick episode about Steve Bannon. Whether you love him or hate him, Steve Bannon hits the data mining campaign and really collusion and conspiracy with Facebook and our political elites right on the head when he talks about this exchange of information, the collection, the harvesting of data from the human being for free at the cost of our time. This is how they've commoditized our time, harvesting our data and then using that data algorithmically to control our perception of reality and control the flow of money, specifically when we print money and all of that liquidity that's in the system. The large companies are able to benefit and prosper from while taking your intellectual property. And so Steve Bannon recently gave an interview. I will leave a link in the descriptions below so that you can follow the entire interview in its context. I highly recommend doing these things. We have to start looking at these things in its entirety to gain the context, because context is lost in corporate media today. So in any case, enjoy the short episode and Steve Bannon talking about Facebook, data mining, campaigning for politicians, Mr. Obama, and so on and so forth.
Its lead editorial, digital privacy rights require data ownership. Now, they didn't give me a shout out for Zurich and but they agree. The future, by the way, right now you're serfs, okay? You're well-paid serfs, but you're serfs. They've debased your currency, and so you're and they underwrite debt, right, for sovereign governments at zero interest rates, so you're always on the spinning wheel like a little hamster, trying to get ahead, because they've destroyed the ability of thrift, of you to save to get ahead. The same thing on on your digital assets, your intellectual property. They take it all for free. So when Zuckerberg goes on TV yesterday, Zuckerberg gives the New York Times an interview, and the opposition party media plays patty cake with him. It doesn't ask him one tough question. Okay? His entire business model is made upon taking that data for free and monetizing it, and then writing algorithms behind a wall that treat you like hamsters on a wheel. Right. System among the elites in England. But by the way, let's talk about Cambridge Analytica for a second. Yeah. The data is just a cost. The data from Facebook is just about the cost of it. That data is out there. There's a marketplace for your data. It's bought and sold every day.
Yeah, but the people didn't know it was being leaked.
That's the difference. That's the issue between Cambridge, the professor, and Facebook. And by the way, there's an open.
Were you aware of that leak? You didn't.
I didn't even know about. Didn't even know about the Facebook mining. But hang on. The point is that is Facebook's business. In 2008, it was Google and Facebook that went to Barack Obama and met him in San Francisco airport and told him all about the power of this personal data. In 2012, and we have the woman who headed up data integrity said, "Hey, Facebook gave us the information because they were quote unquote on our side." So the great opposition party, media, never went after the Obama campaign, never went after the progressive leftists. Have been doing this for years. And in 2013, when I thought that a data company might be important, all of a sudden it becomes global news. Yeah. And by the way, the information out there, the information for the Facebook thing, it's just about the cost of it. Did the guy pay $1 or you got to pay $2 or $3 for it? It's just a cost thing. That data is all out there. Nice. And that's how Facebook. That's how they take your stuff for free. They sell it and monetize it for huge margins. That's why the companies trade for such high valuations. Then they write algorithms and control your life. And yet when Zuckerberg comes, he sounds like a first-year associate hired in corporate development, mumbles through the whole interview, and nobody asks him a tough follow-on question.